Hi, my name's Gillian Keith and I'm so excited to tell you about my Big Bach Project. It's long been a dream of mine to record Bach's cantatas for soprano solo, and after many years of working towards this goal, it's finally going to happen. Among Bach's hundreds of cantatas, he wrote 9 very special ones for the solo soprano voice. Each one is a masterpiece of harmony, form, and invention. I'm embarking on this performing and recording project with the critically acclaimed and innovative period instrument orchestra Armonico Consort. We've got 3 wonderful programs to perform and record, to be produced on 3 separate CDs, and this will be the first complete set of Bach cantatas for soprano solo. Yes, these pieces have been much loved and performed since Bach's time, but there's not one package containing all 9 in a single set, and that's what makes this project unique. That music is from the cantata Ich habe genug. One of the 3 we'll be recording on our first volume. And I'd like to introduce you to Eva Caballero, one of the fantastic musicians who will be performing and recording with us. The other 2 pieces are wedding cantatas, and it's been suggested that Bach even wrote one of them for his own wedding, and that his bride, Anna Magdalena, would have performed it in the ceremony. It's details like that that bring the genius of this music to a more personal level and make it special for all of us. Here is Christopher Monks, director of Armonico Consort, to give you his perspective on the Big Bach Project.
Well, the Bach cantata specifically, Gillian came to me about a year ago with the idea that all of these soprano cantatas, that they should all be collected in one place. Obviously, all the cantatas have been recorded, but in various different collections by various different groups. But actually, there is not a single point where all of the soprano cantatas exist. And I think there's a great justification for there to be a historical record in that way. Bach has been a huge part of my life since 2003, when I first conducted the St Matthew Passion, and that is a work which simply turned my musical life upside down. The huge amount of time and research in how to perform it and the different performing practices of that work has influenced the way I have approached music and have approached Bach especially for the last 10 years. And each day I approach Bach, I find new things, I discover new things and feel like a new musician. And so to collaborate with such a beautiful soloist on this extraordinary project, to me seems like a very natural next step in my journey.
So as you've said, there are lots of Bach cantata discs out there. What will make this one different?
One thing I really noticed when starting out with Armonico Consort was listening to a lot of the musical recordings from the 70s and 80s and 90s, very early 90s. The historical performance practices which people pursued with great vigour and which reinvented this whole passion for Baroque and Renaissance music. I was in huge admiration for them, but at the same time I felt that this music was often being inhibited by people getting too absorbed within these practices, and that the emotion and the human nature of some of these works often was getting wrapped up in this technique pursuit rather than actually saying what the music should be. And that is something that I've always tried to achieve with Armonico Consort, just to make this music stand out and bring it to life in this way. And that is how we will approach this. And I think to a certain extent it's not actually been done before like this.
This music has been such a large part of my career, and I've been lucky enough to perform these pieces all over the world with some of the most talented and influential interpreters of Bach. This project now gives me the opportunity to share the music with an even larger audience. So let me tell you how you can be a part of this. You can make a donation to our funding campaign through this Kickstarter page at kickstarter.com. All the details are there with the information on the various levels of giving, and depending on your level of donation, we're offering many ways to take part, including signed copies of the recordings, personal updates from me, VIP tickets to performances, and even the chance to sit in on a recording session. But mostly, we're hoping that the chance to help us bring this project to life will be just as appealing, and that you and others will want to catch the spirit of this venture by taking part and participating in its progress. Rest assured that every penny raised through this campaign goes into this Bach recording project. Together with my colleagues at Armonico, we are determined to make this dream a reality, but we need your support to be able to do so.